you have things around the house that just annoy and irritate you, but for some reason you live with them? For me, that thing is my utensil pot in the kitchen. It's way too small and top heavy. I don't know why I put up with this. But for no longer. I think I can definitely make something that'll suit my needs better. And I'm sure in the shed I've got a bit of oak that's going to be perfect for this. This board is a little rough, so the first job I'm going to get the thicknesser out and run it through to clean it up. Now I could make my new pot square, that'd be nice and simple, but what I think I'll do is go for a hexagon. A square has 4 corners that add up to 360 degrees, 90 degrees per corner. So a hexagon has 6 corners. So divide 360 by 6 and we need 60 degrees per corner. But as us woodworkers know, that's not how you cut corners. You have to half it. So 90 becomes 45 degrees for squares. So for a hexagon, the 60 becomes 30. So I'm going to get the blade tilted over to 30 degrees and rip 2 pieces out of this. So I've got those 2 strips cut with the 30-degree angles on, but the hexagon doesn't have 2 sides, it's got 6. So I need to cut those down again. So I'm just swapping out to a cross-cut blade, and then I'm going to use my mitre gauge from Jessam to get the bits cut. With 6 pieces cut, now I just need to get them glued together, and I'm going to use the blue tape method. A project like this is all about accuracy, and to get accurate cuts you need quality tools. I've been using this Jessam mitre gauge for about 3 years now, and I have to say it's the best one I've ever used. I got it from Woodworkers Workshop, who are today's sponsor of the video. They're a UK-based company run by woodworker Peter Sefton, whose goal is to share his passion and knowledge of woodworking tools with others. Peter has worked as a woodworker himself for decades, including teaching and mentoring for over 20 years as part of his furniture making school. So he definitely knows his stuff. And that's what really sets them apart. They're run by woodworkers for woodworkers. All of the Woodworkers Workshop team have a deep understanding of woodworking. And the products they stock are all sourced, tested and approved by this team. They even develop new tools under their own brands, AUK Tools and Verum. One thing I really like about Woodworkers Workshop is all their products are stocked and shipped from the UK and come with lifetime customer support. They even produce a weekly email newsletter, which includes a lot of tips and tricks from their workshop. And if you sign up using the link down below this video, you'll get a discount code for 10% off your first order. So all you need to worry about now is what shiny new tool you're going to treat yourself to. So thank you to Woodworkers Workshop for sponsoring the video. Do please check out that link down below. Now, while I wait for this to dry, I'm going to work on a base for it. For the base for this, initially I thought about cutting a little rebate around the inside and having a floating base in there. Then it'll be hidden and I think it would look really nice. But what I was worried about is when I'm dropping in the large heavy things like the rolling pin and even the wooden spoons, that it might get damaged over the time. And I decided what would be better is having a solid base which is going to be in contact with the work surface. So I'm just going to get this lined up on here and then I can draw around it and get it cut out roughly on the bandsaw. So I think doing it this way will make it strong in several ways. It means it won't break when I put things in it, but it also will strengthen the whole structure because it's glued on. I think I've got enough clamps on here, so I'm just going to leave it all to dry. This should all be dry now, so let's get the clamps off and get this finished. When I cut out the base for this, I left it a little oversized. Now, I could sand it flush, but oak's pretty hard, especially the end grain. So what I'm going to do is get a flush trim round a bit and run that round to clean it up and bring it level with the sides. That's all flush now, so next job is just to give it all a sand down. Now for some finish, as this is going in the kitchen, I'm going to use some food safe chopping board mineral oil on it. So I'm just going to get a couple of coats of this applied. Let's see if this is going to solve all my problems, or at least one of them. My new one certainly feels a lot bigger and sturdier and doesn't want to tip over when you just touch it. Yeah, I think that's going to work great. That is so much better. It's only taken me 2 years of being annoyed by the old one to actually get round to doing it. It's great being able to make things yourself, isn't it? So thank you for watching. Thank you to Woodworkers Workshop for sponsoring the video, and do check out their link down below. Thanks to my patrons, and please subscribe for more videos.